You couldn't build a roller coaster with more ups and downs than RollerCoaster Tycoon World's production and release schedule, or at least you couldn't use RollerCoaster Tycoon World to build it because the game's been delayed so far into oblivion that now all we have is, quote, early 2016 for the launch date. Nonetheless, 3 developers deep, Atari continues to push the project forward. The result of Atari's most recent delays is today's announcement, which is really more of a re-reveal or re-announcement that RollerCoaster Tycoon World will take advantage of the Steam Workshop, something we discussed on camera with Atari at PAX Prime last year. Users will be able to use Unity-compatible 3D editing programs to make their own content and features for RCTW, and some examples from Atari include, quote, a new type of tree, very exciting, a tiki idol, a rocket ship, or a whole volcano, which rules out any Polynesian Space Program theme parks for the launch product, but hopefully someone will eventually make all that. Now, key item here, back when we talked to Atari previously, new rides in their entirety were not actually in the plans for moddable content, so in games like City Skylines and other games, Skyrim, what have you, where the modders are able to completely add new gameplay elements with mechanics or whatever is connected with the new RollerCoaster Tycoon game, that is not immediately in the plans for RCTW. It's more the modding of aesthetics varieties, and it's all just new sort of prefab objects and elements, not necessarily full rides, which is of course the thing that everyone is actually interested in. Beyond just making objects, however, players who take advantage of the system will be able to post them to Steam Workshop, and this would allow anyone to download them and place them into their own theme parks. UGC will also be compatible with the game's piece-by-piece custom content system, quite a mouthful, and that allows players to combine multiple features into one larger feature, like a volcano rocket, I suppose. Not really sure what they have in mind there. However, Atari has also stated that this feature won't be available on launch. This isn't the first time we've seen user-generated content. Some games like City Skylines and Dota 2 have certainly made it work with Steam Workshop, and City Skylines very closely resembles what RCTW is trying to do, but has done it first, obviously. And we've made plenty of comparisons to this in the past with other videos, but City Skylines' approach allows fairly plug-and-play object and modded asset placement within the game, and that makes life easier for players who want to change up gameplay without committing to complete overhauls and sort of getting locked into a particular save file. Atari's blog post did not provide commentary on whether the content will be monetizable by the modders, but given the fiasco with Steam Workshop's Skyrim attempt, that'd seem a poor choice for any game at this time. In the same blog post, it was suggested that the launch date would be announced soon, again, and that is unless they have to bring in another developer, or delay and host another woefully criticism-riddled beta, or just cancel another beta altogether. The bold, the brave, and the very interested can pre-order the game through the official website, but with multiple changed launch dates and the utter absence of one of the planned beta periods, who knows what you'll end up with or when you'll get it. Third launch date's the charm, I suppose. Subscribe for follow-up coverage of RollerCoaster Tycoon World, and hit that Patreon link in the post-roll video to support us directly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.